just I don't know. I just wanted to give a little shout out to all the teachers, professors, faculty out there.
I'd love to. Shout out to Miss Ross, physics class. It was great.
I don't like where this is going.
I was
Lord.
I was sitting in there and I'm just, Pinnacle High School, not trying to point out where she works. But yeah, I was sitting there and I was making music and she goes, "Hey, I like your music." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." She's like, "You mind if I play for the whole class?" I go, "Yeah."
Oh no.
And I was like shocked because this teacher genuinely didn't like me as a human being.
Yeah.
And she played it and then immediately paused it 30 seconds in and then played Pots and Pans. And then had the class vote which one was better.
George, please tell me who won.
And everybody voted Pots and Pans. And I can fact check this because Kaveh was in the class and I can FaceTime it right now. I'll tell you exactly how that happened.
And still, it took you 20 years for Logan to tell you that music wasn't your fucking thing. You couldn't have just listened to the Pots and see. Now you're telling me that teacher was ineffective. She was spot on. She was pot on. She was pot on, dude. You could have literally. Bro, why didn't you just listen to her, bro? Right there, dude.
You have the chance
to just switch to acting right there, and you just kept making music. You had a group survey. The whole class told you.
I will have you guys know, thanks to Milt. Where'd he go? Oh, he just dropped off kids and left? What is this, a daycare?
We found out as soon as we found out
what the fuck happened? Hey guys, nice to meet you. Okay, fucking, I guess you're right. Well, my songs hit the radio stations and they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have listened.
I get what you're saying.
Physics.
And yo, this story is not too unfamiliar for a lot of kids. A lot of kids develop some sort of resentment from their teachers because the teachers, some are good, some aren't.
Yep,
you know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? But it's usually...
Okay, then how about this? We meet in the middle. A teacher appreciation day, and then we fucking hate teachers day.
No.
It's not teachers.
What about spreading positivity? Huh?
It's a joke, man.
Fuck your joke.
I'm sorry.
Did you have... I know you had
I
one.
do from the book, but I'm sure the audience would rather hear you say it. But mine quickly was a guy named Mr. Zubaidi.
I know.
He was a pudgy gentleman in his mid-50s. And we were at this school called Foreign High School in Milford, Connecticut. And all the other classes were normal classes. We had English, we had phys ed. We did have some like audio video classes, like that kind of stuff in high school. But then our high school had something that a lot of high schools didn't, which was a planetarium.
A what?
We had a planetarium.
Oh.
For astronomy.
Astronomy.
Forgive my ignorance. Don't know.
Stars.
Okay.
So you go in and they could project any kind of, constellation or configuration of the constellations.
Cool.
And this guy, man, teachers hated me, dude. I was the worst ever.
Yeah.
I caused more trouble in school than anyone you've ever met. I got expelled constantly, suspended constantly. I got in fights all the time. Greg Miller, if you're watching this, I still remember the first time he punched me in the face in the lunchroom and my nose sprayed arterial spray all over the lunchroom. And I got suspended for 5 days for that one. Whoa. I used to fight all the time.
You got suspended for getting your ass kicked?
Well, I got him good too. He came back with a welt because the nose heals, but the bruises don't.
It's all about aesthetic. Whoever looks more beat up lost the fight.
And he definitely got me better than I got him, but he had a big bruise.
Sure.
5 days, but nonetheless, all the other teachers was like, "Yo, this is a lost cause. This kid is a lost cause. Put him in the school where the lost causes go. That's that school."
Right. Yeah.
But I feel like hopefully at every school there's one teacher that says, "Yeah, I believe in this kid."
Has to.
I something about this kid or something about every kid. Fuck this kid. Something about every kid has merit. You just have to dig into it. And that was my guy, Mr. Zubaidi. And I would go into his class and for whatever reason, I had this very big interest in astronomy.
Interesting.
And I would go to his class and he would play Pink Floyd. He would play The Doors and we would be high as fuck in class. Like we were smoking weed before we'd go into astronomy. And he like maybe knew, maybe didn't know.
Yeah, he did. He turned on stars for you guys to gaze at.
Exactly.
He's like, all right, I know today is stars, guys. Look at him. Like, whoa.
And he would play The Doors and shit.
He was probably high as fuck too. That's why you guys got along.
He definitely.
The astronomy teachers are always.
He definitely was.
Yeah.
So long story short, at the end of my junior year, I get expelled for my senior year because I was selling drugs in school, and I got expelled for the first half of my senior year. And so I wasn't going to graduate high school. I wasn't going to make it through. Yeah. And I met with a tutor who got me through all my classes, but they were like, but unfortunately you won't be able to pass your astronomy class because you won't be able to be there. I met with this tutor, and then every day I met with Mr. Zubaidi at Dunkin' Donuts at 4 p.m. after school.
No
He would
way.
get out of his class from teaching all day. He would come meet me at 4 p.m. at Dunkin' Donuts, go over everything they went over in the astronomy class that day. And I graduated high school because of his dedication to me, dude, as a person.
Wow.
And as a
Have you
student.
reached out to him since?
I talked about him in the book. I've tried to contact him in Connecticut. If someone's watching this and you know where he is, comment, message me on Instagram. I would love to talk to him because
He's at home. He's like, I got away with it. I don't want to fucking see this guy anymore. I don't care how successful. Fuck his book. I don't care. Actually, I'm actually happy, bro. That's really cool.
It was awesome. And so shout out to the teachers like Mr. Zubaidi and anybody else who stands by when kids are going through a tough time, parental divorce, problems at home, all the things that feed into trouble in school, the teachers that stick by those kids and push them the rest of the way to get school done.
I think this conversation is so subjective. Well, because I had a very blessed, very well-funded school district. I also was a good student. I wasn't like either of you guys. Like I paid the fuck attention. I worked really hard. I was convinced because I knew my parents didn't. We had money. We were like bottom of the middle class, and I knew they weren't gonna pay for my college because they couldn't pay for my college. So I was like, yo, I gotta make something happen here. I gotta pay attention. So I was blessed with a lot of really good teachers. Why I say it's subjective is the one who comes to mind, and then I'll move on to a second thing. The one who comes to mind, I'll use an arbitrary name because I know she kind of didn't want to be involved with social media.
Right.
Let's say Miss Apple.
Okay.
Her name was Miss Apple.
Where'd you get that from?
Just thought of the first fruit that came to my mind. Miss Apple. She was the one who would talk to me about conversations and subjects that weren't necessarily academic based.
Curriculum.
She got me thinking. She got me thinking about life and just like processing. And I was always a late bloomer, so I wasn't really thinking outside the box until like halfway through what would have been college. But she would just have conversations that stimulated me in a way that I liked. She's responsible for my vocabulary. She's responsible for my syntax and sentences, the way I speak, pathos, ethos, logos, and whether I'm conversing with people or trying to win an argument or persuade someone of something, like which in turn translated to my marketing. Like phenomenal teacher took the time.
Right.
Jake's number one enemy.
Oh my God.
Jake wrote diss tracks on this teacher type shit. Jake publicly called out this, like, this is why I say it's subjective. To me, this girl was a godsend. And then when I saw little brother Jakey was having problems with all of his teachers, by the way, but this one in particular, he swears that she singled him out. And I just couldn't, I was like, yo, to me, she was awesome. Like this teacher was, I loved this teacher. Right. And to Jake, he'll tell you that she was the devil. Which is so interesting to me. But the ones that truly changed my life, the coaches, dude. Yeah. For my athletes out there. You got that one or two coaches who believe in you more than you believe in yourself. I got to give a shout out to fucking Mike Antonishin, dude. Coach Ant.
Yeah. Is he the one from the video? Yeah. From the homecoming video?
Yep. Oh, he's the best.
Where'd you get that shiner?
He's the
Where'd
best.
you get? Oh wait, I'm gonna pull that.
No, it's okay. You can
talk about it. Keep going.
Yeah, Coach Mike Antonishin, my wrestling coach, and also Coach DeLuca. And Percival, my whole wrestling team, and Jed. Like my whole wrestling coach team was fantastic. But Antonishin, I still keep in touch with to this day. Just a jolly old fellow who wants to employ kids to be their best. And I remember one day I was a freshman, I was. You have to use this. Sorry. Yeah. Pardon the feedback. Sorry about that.
Yep. Good.
One day, fast forward to the part.
Yep.
And maybe put it on the screen too.
Ant or the shiner?
Coach Ant. yeah.
Well,
the what? The younger sibling. Oh, because they have to live up to the expectation almost. Oh.
Focused you are, so they see that younger sibling and they're never the same and never enough. I had that with my sister. My sister
wow.
And teachers hated me, but they loved her.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then Jake just decided.
Jake didn't employ himself in school. School is not the way to activate Jake Paul. Like many kids, it's just he didn't click in that way.
I wanted to play a little bit more of the video because Jake's in it as well. Should we just play a little more of it?
I can see him.
Marching band,
He's
cheerleaders,
right
and plenty of support from schoolmates for the senior, who's making his second trip in 2 years to compete at the state wrestling tournament.
Obviously, extremely excited. The state send-off is a highlight of my year every year because it's fun to see all your students before you go, and they get you really excited and
Good
super
camera
pumped.
presence.
I'd say last year, it being my second year, just made it all the better.
Kids, this proves you can do anything. I was 18 years old. Like, I wasn't like a kid anymore. I was 18 years old. I could barely fucking speak on camera. Acne, black eye, had no idea how to form thoughts. I didn't know how to form thoughts.
You look like a thumb.
A thumb, full on thumb. And I made it happen. Like, yo, kids, be a fucking maverick. Like, really be a fucking maverick.
And I'm just happy that I could do it again without any injuries or anything.
Sure, Logan, his schoolmates and coaches are excited, but we wanted to
All right, wait.
know.
Wait, hold on. There's Jake. Not very good, but the question that's coming right
I
now
hate
is
the fact that
most.
you're doing low fives, by the way. Not high fives, low fives.
How the fuck you consider that a low five?
Play it again. Play it again.
Excited,
Hold
but we
on.
wanted to know.
Low five.
But this start high. Suck a dick.
All right, this is the question of the day, though.
Logan, his schoolmates and coaches are excited, but we wanted to know, where'd you get that shiner?
Got elbowed in the semifinals, and the guy wrestling the championship knew it was bad, and I'm guessing he pushed on it, which, you know, a smart wrestling move, but it made it a lot worse, and so it got extremely bloody and black, and it looks good, though.
Here we go.
His coach has high praise for Logan,
Here we
who
go.
carries a 4.7 GPA.
Let's go ahead.
Intense, very, very aggressive. He's very coachable. He's a leader. He's tenacious. He doesn't stop. He's a very, very smart wrestler. Very aggressive.
That's my guy.
And in the sport, that's what we need.
That's my guy right there. So yeah, he believed in me more than I believed in myself. I was a freshman training with the senior wrestlers. And I remember we were doing hang cleans in the workout room one day, and the seniors were doing the hang cleans with the big weights, the yellow weights, like 45 pounds, dude. And I walked up, a little scrawny freshman, probably I was 119, and you know, it was my turn to do the thing, and the whole team was watching. And I was like, "Yo, fuck, I can't do this. Like, I haven't even hit puberty yet. What the fuck am I gonna do?" Coach Ant goes, "No, you can do this." I go, "Yeah, I could do this." And then I did. And it was the first time someone besides my dad like believed in me more than I believed in myself and got me to a level I didn't think I could accomplish. And those are the people to this day, like I stay in touch with him because he just activated me in a way that I didn't know I could. And now as an adult, I'm aware like I have it in me. I really do have it in me. I was at a dinner the other day. We were talking about just like influence and the proper way to use it for good. And my message was this, and I've said it before. I want to expand people's mindset. Everyone is caught in their own little bubble, not to anyone's fault, but it's hard to think outside of it. And I'm here to tell you, and even like that video is a good example, it's all possible. It's all possible. If you would have told that kid I was going to be where I was today with the things I have on my horizon, I would have laughed at you. I said, "What are you talking about, bro? I'm going to school for industrial and systems engineering. I'm gonna go work in a factory and marry a beautiful wife and have kids by 25." And now I'm really, really blessed that I did have the right teachers and coaches in my life and people to inspire me to be this thing that I became. And I really love the version of myself that's walking around today.